Come here, sit. Hey guys, and welcome to my backyard. The vlog that we're going to be doing today is actually one that was proposed to me by one of my friends on Facebook. Melissa, thank you for this. It's going to be the differences between South Carolina and New York, as if that wasn't apparent enough. Before we get into any serious filming today, I want you to meet the dog that you saw running in the background there. This little hell spawn. Hello! Her name is Julie, and apparently she's tired because she's been running around like a crazy person. Yeah. Right now she's staring at Hertzie, who's inside. Hi, Hertzie! Julie's a golden lab, Hertzie's a Sheltie. They will be in these videos enough. So I figured you might as well meet them. But anyway, all cuteness aside, back to the whole reason this video is going to exist, which is the differences between South Carolina and New York. Because, again, really, the biggest has to be the weather. Like this, bask in the sunlight. Like, I don't know if you guys can actually tell with the video, like, how nice it is, but I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt. That should give you a clue. And shorts. It's 76 today, right now. And you don't see 76 till, like, June in New York. You don't. It doesn't happen. So that's my biggest thing, is the weather here is fantastic. It's only rainy, like, 2 or 3 months out of the year. And when it gets rainy, it gets really nasty. Like, there's 40-degree weather, and it never ices over, and you never really see any snow. An inch and a half of snow is like the end of the world. It's the first sign of the Armageddon. And I hate the snow. Anyone who knows me knows I hate cold weather with a passion. I love being in the warmth. Today, however, the warmth is a little much because I'm wearing a black shirt, which that might have to change. Much better. Okay. Second thing that is really different between down here and up there is just the pace of life. There's much less need to get things done down here, and I don't really know why. There's much less need to get things done. Like, if you go to a fast food restaurant and you expect 2 or 3 minutes to get your food, it might be 5 minutes, but no one really cares. Like, the food gets to you, you get to eat your food, it's a good day. Like, it doesn't really matter. And the whole pace and speed of life from up north is completely different. Like, I've been to New York City, and I've had people literally complain to management about a fast food place like McDonald's taking more than 2 minutes to get food to them. No. That's rude. They're doing hard work, they need to do their work, and you need to give them time to do it. Like, down here, I don't know if me living down here is, like, warping my mind or whatever, but, like, now it just makes sense to me. Like, they're doing their job, and however long it's gonna take, it's gonna take. You get used to it. And that happens with a lot of things, except, of course, houses. Like, they put up houses like carpenter ants down here. It's crazy. I think 1, 2, 3. Actually, that one was half done. I think there's like 6 houses that are either almost finished or have been finished since I moved down here in July. I had to think about that for a second. Yeah, I moved down here in July 20th actually, and 6 houses have been built since July. What? And all of them happened, like, there's only 2 that happened coincidentally. All of them happen one by one. They go up in like 60 days. It's nuts. And they're nice houses. I mean, I'm living in one of them right now. They're beautiful homes, but, like, whoa! You go from, like, it'll be an empty plot of land one day, and then the foundation's there after you come back from work 8 hours later. Then 2 days later, you have the entire stick frame up. And then, I mean, like, the longest part, quite frankly, they'll sit for a while with, like, that Tyvek plastic on them. And they'll sit before they get, like, drywall and, siding for a while, because all the inspection has to take place for, like, the electric and things that have to go in the wall. And that's the longest part of it, is getting an inspector out here to look over things and say, yep, you did it right. It's crazy. It's crazy. It has been 2 weeks since that was just a foundation. Just to tie that point in, 2 weeks. Yep. Well, Myrtle Beach is like one of those areas that's the king of subdivisions. It really does. Paper Towns. Let me just throw that out there. Paper Towns. There's a segment in Paper Towns where they go all about subdivisions in Florida. And I love that book. I love John Green's work entirely. So read over Paper Towns, and living down here, I kind of have a completely new appreciation for actual, like, paper town, empty subdivisions, or life in the suburbs, which I never really could get before, because I went immediately from country living to, like, inner city living when I moved out of my parents' house. Shameless plug for John Green. Buy the book, and all of them. Get all the books, every single one of them that exists. That's number 2, is the pace of life is different until you want to build a house, and then all of a sudden, carpenter ants. Oh, I'm really zoomed in, aren't I? Whoops. Better. The third major difference that I see when it comes to North Carolina, South Carolina area, and New York is, and I'm gonna sound weird because I took like an environmental science major forever, it's the soil and the plants. Like, this is sand. There's not really any topsoil here, and that bothers me a little. You're in the sun again, sorry. It bothers me a little because the topsoil ends up being, I can't even. I'll link, there's a video about erosion, like right over here. Watch that video for erosion, please, because that makes sense to me that you would need topsoil someplace. Especially someplace like this, where everything is sand all the time always, because we're that close to the beach. But then you end up with like, we have a lawn, but it's sod, which takes forever to grow in and grow nicely. And it's awful when it doesn't, like if you don't water it properly, Dad, because then it's expensive to redo or whatever. Just the whole, like you have plants, that's all been there since forever. The trees and all the scrubby things, they grow in really nicely and it works really well. But that's all trees and scrubby things. It's not like a lawn and everything. And well, okay, there's another annotation somewhere over here. Hank Green does this thing about lawns being the #1 crop in the United States. And yeah, it makes sense. Living down here, it makes much more sense. So anyway, watch that. But that's the third difference I have. Otherwise, everything else is really about the same. We have Walmarts and Targets and McDonald's and everything that you guys have up there. There's traffic and angry people and happy people and people just living their lives, and there's jobs to do, and I mean, it's living life. It's the same thing. I guess this would have been a much more impressive, I'm all shaky on my right hand. This would have been a much more impressive video if it was like the difference between New York and Prague. But no, it's just 900 miles south. We have better weather, houses go up faster, everyone kind of gets their fast food slower, and there's lawns. Oh, so many lawns. Again, go back to the annotation and watch, because it's genius the way that he kind of points that out. But anyway, rambling, more rambling. I'll have another video up tomorrow. Link for Facebook, Twitter, and everything else is in the doobly-doo. You have the annotations to watch. Go watch those. They're amazing videos. And this is the end of my day. So, she's